You know, Mario's always been told that he's fat, and a lot of people do consider Mario to be fat, but I never knew that he could be the center of gravity of his entire solar system. Alright, so hey, what's going on, guys? It's SonicSaber25, and welcome back to some more Super Mario Galaxy. Last time, we took care of the Prankster Comet, a star in Space Junk Galaxy, and Rolling Green Galaxy. Not in that order. Now we're heading back to Space Junk Galaxy and dealing with Camella's airship attack. So we have more of Bowser's fleet over here to deal with in Space Junk, too. And these octopi are already shooting at us. Now, there is a glitch that you can do. I don't know exactly how to pull it off. I'm not really good at doing it, but there is a glitch that you can pull off on one of these star shrooms, and it allows you to get inside the star shroom. You can't get out of it, but, I mean, yeah, it's pretty neat. If you want to get out of it, you have to restart the level. I really should have seen what Captain Toad was saying. Let's go ahead and get this Goomba. Wow. He just completely grinded his head through the crate. Wow, that sounds really painful. Wow. Dang, Mario. Didn't know you were so brutal. Whoa, 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 whoa. I just followed that guy into hell. Okay. It's worse than hell. It's a black hole, apparently. Alright, let's go ahead. Come on. Alright. You know what? Let's talk about that for a second. I'm pretty sure. Before I do that, this is a switch. You just have to spin into it to hit it. And, ooh, there's a block up here. What does this block do? Alright. So let's talk about black holes for a second. A black hole is probably one of the most painful ways to die. And I'm apparently subjecting Mario to it a lot. Maybe I shouldn't call him a sadist. Maybe I'm the sadist. Ooh. Alright, third time's the charm. Alright. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about black holes for a second. And black holes are a very painful way to die, apparently. Like, apparently when you get... I'm saying apparently a lot again. When you get sucked into a black hole, the idea of a black hole is that it's such a dense mass that whenever you... And wow, the game's teaching us just how to jump and spin now. Are you serious? So, the idea of a black hole is that it's such a dense mass with such a high escape velocity that even light can't escape from it. And when you subject someone to that immense gravitational pull, the idea is that every single atom in their body, I think, gets stretched and eventually it almost explodes, I suppose. And that literally just sounds painful. I've heard in space that there are stars that are so magnetic, if you get close enough to them, they can start ripping out the iron from your red blood cells, which is really painful, I would assume. Imagine just having bits and pieces of you ripped out. It almost sounds like the star is a bloodbender from Avatar, really. Completely new mechanic that I completely just forgot to mention, but Koopa Shells. You can throw them at chests and at enemies. It effectively breaks open a chest and breaks apart an enemy. There you go. You can spin next to these torches and put them out. You'll get a coin. I unfortunately couldn't collect that coin, nor do I need to. So, yeah, man, space is, like, really scary. I just never really, I guess, realized how scary space can be until I started watching videos of stuff like, you know, how living in space itself can affect your health and stuff. There's a secret down here. If you head down, we have exactly 50 starbits waiting for us. So that's a cool little secret. And head up through the other end of the ship. And we have a Koopa here. Koopas are, I mean, relatively basic enemies. You just have to hit them once, and they turn into a shell that you can use. And it's not even really an enemy anymore. I mean, it does deal you damage, but it's basically become an item that you need to hit. Ah, a red shell. Red shells are actually pretty cool. If you throw a red shell a certain distance away from an enemy, if I can demonstrate it, it homes in onto the enemy, which is also pretty cool, I think. And I'm gonna try to get it right. Alright, I completely whiffed it. Wow. At least I'm pretty sure they home into the enemy. I'm not 100%, but I remember trying something of the sort. I don't know, maybe I have the wrong game. Then again, I don't know if there aren't that many games where you throw shells. I mean, yeah, I guess a lot of 2D Mario games do it, but you don't have to aim in a 2D Mario game. Let's move on, shall we? Whew. Alright, so here we have Camilla. She has a magic wand powered by a power star. And she shoots stuff at you. Occasionally she shoots a green shell at you. You just basically need to throw that back at her. And that's how you deal damage. So as you hit her more times, she gets closer to you. And as such, deals more damage to you. And every so often, again, when she throws the shell, you just need to smack her in the face with it. After 2 hits, she summons 2 Magic Koopas to fight alongside her. All you have to do is destroy one and the other. It helps to remember that Magic Koopas also give out a coin when they're destroyed. So in case you're too low on health, you can kill the Magic Koopa. Alright, well, I lost my life mushroom, but I got a power star, which is all the more valuable, I guess. It's way more valuable, actually. Who needs more life when you have fuel? Whew, man. Making really quick progress. This only took me about 5 minutes, which is pretty good, actually. I'm proud of myself. And I didn't run out of anything to say during the mission as well. Alright, so we've discovered the enemy base. However, I'm gonna head over to the terrace. So if you'll excuse me. Whee. I saw a cosmic comet up here, and we're going to experience our first race against a cosmic clone in Honeyhive. So this is going to be interesting, I guess. Now, the cosmic clone essentially is a copy of you. Well, you're going to see it in a second, but it's a copy of you that's all blue and starry and galaxy-like, and you have to beat him in a race to the star. If he gets to the star first, you lose a life. Now, there's a pretty neat trick that you can do with a cosmic clone. I'm going to go ahead and get this M because that's probably the only star bits that we're ever going to get. Come on here. Don't do this to me. There we go. And whenever you die in a prankster comet, by the way, there are no checkpoints. So you will have to start all over from the beginning. I mean, it does make it obvious in the Cosmic Comet that you would have to start a race all the way from the beginning, but, I mean, in cases of speedy comets and stuff like that, you also have to start all the way from the beginning. So without further ado, there's a cool little secret. If you press Z and hold it at when the Cosmic Clone races you, and then press A right at the time of the timer going go. So there we go, and... Alright, I did it wrong. I'm gonna see if I don't know if I want to get it right or not. Maybe I'll... You know what? No, let's get it right. I can also sort of prove my own statement, I guess. Sorry, Mario, we're just completely spaghettifying you, I guess. Let's go ahead and... 2, 1, go! Alright. Not good timing. I'm gonna try one more time, and if it doesn't work, I'll just give up and race normally. Okay, I'm already way too behind anyway. Ugh. Ah! Alright, fine. I give up. Also, if you touch the Cosmic Clone, he does just poop out star bits. So, I mean, if you want more star bits, I guess it's there. Let's go ahead and backflip up here. Now, the Cosmic Clone is really easy to beat. Because, I mean, he does take quite a bit of time for simpler maneuvers. Now, it's probably important. I don't know if I should bring it up right now so early, but, I mean, I guess I can. It's important to mention that once you collect all the stars in the game as Mario, you then unlock a game mode, Super Luigi Galaxy, where you can play through the entire game again, but as Luigi. So there are a few differences between the two. Mainly first in the moveset, but also with the Cosmic Clones. Cosmic Mario is pretty basic. It's really easy to beat him. However, Cosmic Luigi does take quite a lot of shortcuts, and he does a lot of cool tricks. So this game is actually a lot harder to beat as Luigi rather than Mario. So who knows? Maybe the reason Mario got all the credit for saving everyone in the Mushroom Kingdom is because he just had it a lot easier. Sounds like a thing Mario would have happen to him. And we have another speedy comet to deal with. My rule with prankster comets is that I'm going to deal with them as they come up. I know it sounds like a bit of a haphazard way to do it, but frankly, I don't want to be bothered spending 20 star bits every time I want to move with prankster comet. So I only want to ever use the 20 star bits in case, you know, there aren't any prankster comets and I have nothing else to do. If I do have something else to do, I'll do that, but prankster comets do take priority for me. And of course, the fact is you can't select any other star in a galaxy without beating the prankster comet. But I think since this is a speedrun, we could probably just finish off Space Junk Galaxy as well. Ooh, actually thinking about it now, maybe not. Alright. I'm not sure. I had to think about it. I just remembered something about Space Junk Galaxy that will be worth mentioning. However, I shall do it after I finish this Prankster Comet. I mean, literally we have the same mission. We have a bunch of coins on this planet instead of, I don't know, nothing being there. I can't even say air because it's like a vacuum. Which makes me wonder how Mario can breathe in space. I actually wonder if anyone's done that, like a theory on, I know MatPat could probably get on this, but like the anatomy of Mario and how he can breathe in space. I wonder if there's like ever been a concrete explanation for some of this stuff. Like even in Sonic games, like you can't really, there's no explanation for how these guys can breathe in space. Believe it or not, these electric balls, from what I know, they're a variation of an enemy known as amps. Touching them electrifies you, takes away 1 health point, or hit point, whatever you want to call it. I also did research all the enemy names, so I will be going over them as I encounter them again. Funnily enough, in my previous episodes, what I called an Octogoomba and an Octoguy, first off, Octoguy is actually the canon name of one of the enemies. The ones that throw stones at you. But the blue one is actually the Octogoomba. It's the one, I called it the Octoguy. It's actually the Octogoomba, and the pink one's called the Octoguy. Really weird names, thinking about it now, but still. Now, I'm pretty sure you can shortcut your way through this. No. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be trying fancy tricks during a comet. Alright, come on. Yes! I did it! Oh my god, that was amazing. Wow, I didn't think that would work. These enemies are called spoings. I mean, they go a lot, they do go quite a bit boink. Okay, that was unnecessary. Just let me kill you. Thank you. Thank you for dying. Oh boy. I know I'm quoting Chugga Conroy a lot, but I mean, I've recently watched his Super Mario Galaxy, so I might just subliminally be quoting him. I'll try not to, I mean, I don't know. I just love his Let's Plays. Can't help it. There's a lot of quotable moments in there, but I will try to be more original. I'm trying to. Blah, blah, blah. I don't really have time for this stuff. Actually, can you... Oh, okay, never mind. They don't have any lines. Alright. Let's ignore... No! Don't do this to me again. I don't have the time to waste right now. the speed comet makes this a little bit easier, actually, because it also tells you where the platforms are going to land because of these ring of coins. So you can probably just safely assume wherever the rings of coins are is probably where the platforms are going to be. There might be a slight gap, but I think we're good in that regard. I mean, it's not too much more difficult. The idea is that there's no... Okay, I have a minute left. I'm going to make it in time. Okay, think positive. You can do this. You can... Actually, wait, what am I saying? Of course I can do this. I have one more silver star to collect. But the idea is that mostly in Nintendo games, if ever you see coins or any sort of collectible thing floating over it, there's usually some kind of invisible platform or a way to get it. That's not just in Nintendo games, that's probably most games. I mean, it'd be kind of bad game design if it didn't do that, really. So I guess you can follow the rule of video games. 30 seconds! Or slightly less than slightly more than 30 seconds left. And that's with me messing up a bit, too. Okay, probably you can tell by the video length, I decided to finish off the kinda last mission of Space Junk Galaxy. Well, the last official mission, I suppose you could say. Because, and I will get into it, what I said I would get into in the speedrun, but I didn't get into, so I'll get into it now, is that this is our first introduction of secret stars. So basically, somewhere in this mission, there is another route for us to take, which will lead us to a secret mission. I will not be doing the secret mission, however, so we will be heading straight over to Tarantox's tangled web. I ran out of breath. Oh, my leg. A brave brigade toad went to search for a power star. He went off to that planet and hasn't been seen since. You think he's okay? Alright, so... I guess we have our objective. The power star light shining from that planet, and a toad went there, so we also have to save it. We have a bunch of spoings on this crystal cylinder, I guess. I mean, there's a point where everything becomes an innuendo if you think too much about it, but I'm gonna try not to do that. Call it prude, but, you know, I feel like I'd rather hold myself to a slightly... I won't say a higher standard, because I do enjoy a good innuendo now and again, but I don't want to, you know, see a sexual joke that you can make about everything. So, we have a planet here, and a hungry Luma. Hey, you, got a bunch of starbage, blah, 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 blah. You need 50? You goddamn greedy little... Okay. So, we have this little pole star to get out of the planet. I don't know why you need it, because you can backflip out of it. But the main mission is inside. So, let's go ahead and, I don't know, I guess follow this wooden path of sorts. Fun fact, as a kid, I was stupid enough to think that the Hungry Luma actually wasn't the secret star, and ended up searching this entire planet on the inside, over and over, for the secret star, before I realized the idiot that I was, and got the power star from the Hungry Luma. Alright, nice. Now we're going to be introduced to a new mechanic, and the music has taken a turn for the more ominous. You have a bunch of spoings. Alright, ooh, that actually landed at the last frame of the spin. That's pretty neat. Nope. There we go. We have these slingshots. So if you aim and press hold A, it's almost like you're grabbing the slingshot, and then you pull back with the cursor and let go of A. And then we can get in it ourselves and pull A and head straight through the slingshots. And now we can head over to the rocket again with a lot more of these dudes. Come on. Jeez, there's a lot of them. Oh, crap. I don't want to... How do I get off? Whoa, 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 whoa. You can slingshot yourself quite a distance, I realize now. Oh, I hate this. Why can't I ever get the timing right? There we go. Oh, there's a life room there. Alright, never mind. This planet isn't just starbits, or this rocket, I guess. Little rocket planet. I mean, it's kind of implied that these are planets because we are in Space Junk Galaxy. So when you're shifting around in launch stars like a comet, I would assume that these various different areas that you land on are planets. Alright, into the next slingshot we go, landing on this L. So all of this is geometry that's used from the previous level where we saw it all floating amongst the space junk. You know what? Screw you. There we go. I'm not gonna bother. Actually, no, I am gonna bother. What's here? Hold on. So, as you can see, we can aim right to land on that other planet. However, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, well, apparently I am. Kind of want to check out what that secret was. However, we do see a toad here that is trapped. So let's go ahead and unstick him by launching him into the cocoon. Oh, that doesn't do anything. Wow. Eek, Mario, what is this thing? Alright, so Toad is clearly the weak link. So how about we launch ourselves into it and break that cocoon? Here we have Tarantox. This is another mini-boss. I think this is going to be the second one that we face. Oh, no, not the second. We already faced Mandibug. And by the way, I am saying mini-boss. You can target these little things on his side. The rest of his armor is, I assume, made of some kind of impregnable material. Targeting his little side, I don't know what they're called. We'll call them glands, I guess. These side glands do damage. However, hitting his bum reveals 3... Well, I can't think of a better word again besides cold sores, but... I mean, I don't think he does have an STD, but, you know... You never know. I mean, I guess he was just born. So, we basically have to beat these 3 little... I don't know what you call them. I guess 3 little bulges. Actually, you know, saying bulges might actually be worse than cold sores for me. On his second phase, his glands on the side also start secreting that poison. Obviously, getting hit by the poison does damage you. There's a ton of different coins around. You can ground pound these rocks to get coins as well. Literally, 0 way you could die in this battle. If you do, maybe you need to take a breather and just try again with a cool mind. Alright, so his recovery does take quite a bit longer, quite a bit of a shorter time this time. I would also like to mention if you don't hit these 3 red areas fast enough, he can flip over and you have to go through the entire cycle of hitting his bum again. But we didn't have to do that since I am a pro. I'm not that pro, I mean this boss is pretty easy. But yeah, so let's go ahead and now that the web is illuminated by the light, it looks actually kind of really pretty. I'm just gonna stand there and admire it for a second. But only a second. Oh boy! Alright. I also would like to mention, on the topic of prankster comets, a prankster comet is never going to appear for a mission unless you have completed the original mission in the galaxy. So, for example, I mean, obviously Dino Piranha is the first mission you complete, but the prankster comet would appear only after you completed Dino Piranha. Same thing for Space Junk. Oh, we got a hungry Luma. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Alright, let's go ahead and call it here for now. Alright, so, next time on Super Mario Galaxy, we're gonna head over to Space Junk Galaxy, see what that secret star is with the hungry Luma, and unlock, I don't know, maybe one of the 2 new galaxies that we have. So, till then, guys,